Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon, and I am talking all about manifesting as a lifestyle, all areas of your life. So let's talk about changing the story of you. Because I had a client ask me the other day about, they were seeing a little bit of movement, but they didn't understand how they were going to get their specific person to be in their life. What you need to do is change the story of who you are. You change the story of how you see yourself, not only how you see yourself, but how you think that they perceive you. The analogy of you are the main character of your reality. You're the director, you're the writer, you are doing everything. You're directing, writing, you're the producer, and you're the main character. How are you creating it? You're creating this with your imagination. Everything that you're thinking and imagining that's going to be your life, it becomes your life. How you assume reality to work is what you're experiencing. So you change the story of who you are. Stop telling the story that you're not with your specific person. Stop giving importance to whatever's happening in the 3D reality that you don't like. It's there and it's okay that it's there, but you don't give importance to it. You don't keep focusing on it and paying attention to it. You don't keep giving it power, thinking it has more power over you. You're the operant power. You have the power to create whatever you want right now with the now present moment, which is the only moment that exists. It's eternal, right here, right now. So that's your power. Your power is knowing, so what? Whatever you created, so what? Because you can overcome that and create something new. You align with a new reality, with a new version of you. You do that by seeing yourself as the person you want to be. Stop saying they don't want to be with you. Stop saying they ghosted you. Stop saying what other people tell you about your specific person. Your job is to be the creator. As the creator, you have to paint the picture and tell the story of like what you want to experience. You say it like you want it. You talk to yourself the way you want your reality to be. So you don't talk about them ghosting you and not wanting you or a third party. You don't talk about that. You don't think about it. You don't entertain that in your mind. You don't attach to it. You don't feel emotion. I mean, you can feel emotional about it, but here's the thing. When you truly know your power, you're not going to feel very emotional about it. Maybe you could for a moment, but you will move on from that because you'll understand your power. The power that you have is to align with the reality that you want by affirming that reality, by painting the picturing and telling the story of that reality to yourself. That looks like you saying, I'm the best choice, right? That's what you're going to say to yourself. You're going to think of yourself as the best choice. You're going to think of yourself as the most beautiful. You're going to think of yourself as chosen and loved and adored and treasured. That's what you're going to be thinking about yourself. You're going to be thinking about yourself as someone who's a great partner. You're going to think about yourself as pure love. You're going to think about yourself as the creator of your reality who knows how to create. You're going to think you're good at this. You're going to say you're getting better at this. You're going to say it's always working out for you. You're going to say I'm on the right path. You're going to say whatever I see doesn't matter. That's what you're going to say to yourself. Those are the things you say to yourself for your reality to manifest and be the reality you want. You continue to do it until it becomes your reality. Not just there are several ways to do this. When you know it, you don't need to affirm it anymore. You don't need to, because you already know it. It's just a knowing, okay? But if you're not there yet, it's okay. You affirm it and believe it or know it into being your physical reality until it manifests, okay? And the word manifest means to reveal, to materialize. So you affirm that story until it becomes your reality, till it's realized, till it's revealed to you, okay? The power is in you. You have the power to change anything. It's not outside of you. Stop giving power to the 3D reality, thinking specific person's more important to you, or stop focusing. If you're manifesting money, don't focus on that you don't have money, you never have enough, the car is breaking down, okay? Instead, you want to focus on this can be better. Money will come into my life. Even if you say it will, I mean, you can That's you creating a reality of money coming into your life. It's coming into my life, okay? So you have to say it like you want it to be. I will have more money. I am a valuable asset. My business is growing. Say it like you want it. Don't talk about what is. Don't talk about what is. Don't focus on what is. You're a creator. You have an amazing power, your imagination, which you have been using your whole entire life, but you have not gotten the reins of your, maybe you haven't been manifesting deliberately because you haven't gotten a hold of the reins of it. Okay, maybe you've lived a pretty good life, but here's the thing. You can create anything you want just by focusing on that idea of that reality. Okay, this is deliberate manifestation. This is deliberate creation. Deliberate creation means you're choosing the reality you want that already exists. It's already existing. You're just not living it because you're focusing your attention somewhere else. So if you want to be living that dream life, the reality that you do want, you're making, it's not there, but you want to make there here. It's here right now. You make it here now. It's already here. Okay, then you might say, but I don't see it here. Okay, well, that's going to manifest because you don't see it. So it is present, but you need to practice being that person. That's why you're changing the story. You really just have to convince yourself of this new reality. You're convincing you of it until it feels natural and it feels normal and it feels more believable. Okay, that's what you're doing. So that's why you're affirming or replacing the story. How is everyone doing? I just want to remind you that you have the power. You have the power to do this yourself. If you do need additional help, I have a free Facebook group. I have a VIP monthly coaching group where I go live 5 days a week in that group. I have different workshops. I have workshops that are archived videos that you can watch, 30 days to creating your ideal self. I have topics on circumstances do not matter, different manifesting techniques. Everyone is yourself pushed out. So if you need if you want that kind of community and that help, then I have that available. I do also have one-on-one coaching. And remember, everyone is yourself pushed out. So what you're seeing in the world is some of your limiting beliefs. So the power in having a group to come to is like building up your mental diet and your focus and attention and your mental discipline. So here we go. Now I'll answer. Okay, so user 4321. Hi, I'm conflicted if I should reach out or not. It doesn't matter what you do. It matters your intention and your thought behind it. Should you reach out? That's up to you. Okay, but let me go further into that. Here's what you want to do. Let's say you have this feeling like, I think I should reach out. I think I should reach out. Okay, but then in a moment later, like, no, what if they hang up on me? What if they don't answer? What if they're ghosting? Well, guess what? That's what's going to happen if you do reach out, because now you're kind of going back and forth in your own mind. Should I, shouldn't I? What if they reach out? Who knows what they're going to respond because you're going back and forth yourself. Here's what you do. Do you want to reach out to them? Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I feel a little scared, but I will. But so here's your goal, to replace that feeling of, I feel a little scared, I'm a little nervous, what if they reject me? You want to start replacing that. So you start to say and affirm to yourself, what does that look like when you reach out to them? Oh my God, they are thrilled to hear from you. Okay. The reason you feel scared because you're practicing an old reality already in your mind. You need to practice the new reality that you want, the deliberate creation, right? So practice what it would look like if you texted them. Oh my God, you're getting a response. What are they saying? So great to hear from you. What are you up to? It's moving along in a conversation. It's really good. They're saying, hey, let's go out. Hey, by the way, I've been thinking about you. That's what you want to imagine it looks like. And then that feels good. Okay, then let's say you don't reach out yet, but later tonight you're like, okay, should I reach out? Still a little nervous. Re-practice that imagination, whatever you just affirmed. You're affirming it. It's like an imaginal scene, right? It's all within your imagination. Imagine how you want it to go. So practice that for several times. And then you'll be at a place where it's like, yes, they do want to hear from me. You kind of just have to convince yourself they want to hear from you. And you will have a success. You will have success when you set that intention, okay? Setting an intention is creating that. It's creating it. You're setting an intention of how you want that to play out. Okay, there's nothing wrong with reaching out to your specific person, but you don't want to reach out to them. Well, maybe you do, but if you're going back and forth, your result is going to be, not really sure I want to hear from you. They're going to be going back and forth. Remember, it's a mirror and a reflection of your thoughts and worries, anxiousness, that will reflect back at you. So the more you get solid, your reality will reflect that, saying, so great to hear from you. Oh my God, I've been thinking about, I actually had a dream about you. I mean, you can affirm that and watch your person tell you they had a dream about you, because they will. When you affirm that, you could create that. You can create they're reaching out to you because they had a dream about you last night. Okay, so what would you do? You affirm. They're dreaming about me. They're having a really great dream. Oh, they always dream about me, and they're reaching out to tell me. So that's how you could play that out. Now, let me just let you know. Let's say you've been doing that, you feel really good. You do reach out and it feels like you're ghosted. Well, that's because let's say you just don't hear for 4 or 5 hours. Now you start assuming the worst. Don't do that. You can't assume the worst. Even if several hours pass by, you have to say, no, they're responding to me. They're so excited to hear from me. No matter what, you have to be disciplined in your mind. Don't go to your emotions. You're a creator. You're detaching a little bit from the physical emotion of that to become the creator. Okay. Let's say they do text you and it's something kind of negative, didn't want to hear from you. It doesn't matter. It'll just show you an old belief that you had. So replace that. No matter what happens, it doesn't matter. You continue to affirm, don't make anything final, and you will manifest a reality where there's constant communication, manifest a reality where you're in a relationship, manifest a reality where they are head over heels for you, they will jump through hoops for you. But also work on your self-concept that you want to see yourself that way, in order for that dynamic of them to see you that way. What would you do if time was frozen 24 hours? What would I do? Neville Goddard, you guys, those of you who know Neville Goddard, he talks about in his lectures how he froze time. Now, by the way, Joseph Benner also has several books. It's escaping me the title, but he talks about also freezing time. What would I do if... You're funny. Okay. You know what? I don't even have an answer right now. Let's move on. Cause you guys, okay. Okay. Yeah. You were saying I already answered your question, cause you said you get confidence and then you overthink. Well, guess what? Just overthink the best case scenario. Oh my God. Even if you send the message and just say, they're so excited. What if they're so excited to hear from me? What if they said, I was just thinking about you? Look, that's overthinking. It's not about overthinking. It's about the direction of your thought. Just make the direction. You could overthink a million things. The best case scenario. Oh my God, what if I won the lottery tonight? Oh my God, what if, my kid was valedictorian, when whatever. All these things, best case scenario. What if? Why not? You will manifest those things when you think, if you want to call it that, right? When you're overthinking that. So all you have to do is say, yeah, what if they love hearing from me? What if they were just planning to reach out to me? Can you explain the state of the wish fulfilled? Absolutely. By the way, I do have several videos in my VIP group. That's a monthly paid group, but if you're interested in that, you can join it free for 3 days, and you want to just watch some of those videos and see how you like that group and that community. So when we say, when you hear living in the wish fulfilled, just look at the words. Your wish, that's your desire, right? Your wish is fulfilled. Fulfilled is it's complete. You have it. It's done. Living in the state of the wish fulfilled. So what does that look like if you're supposed to practicing living in the state of the wish fulfilled? It means your wish is fulfilled. So if your wish is fulfilled, what would you be doing right now? Okay, we'll do that right now because it is fulfilled. Okay, make a decision. My wish is fulfilled. There's nothing more to do. If you think there's something to do, then you're going to say, oh my God, I better script 500 times this week or whatever, exaggeration, but you think you have to do something. Okay, you could script. Scripting's fun. It helped me focus my attention, and I created that, the journal, right? The link's in my bio to that journal that I created. Everything I write in this journal becomes true. That's what I wrote on the cover, and then everything I wrote down became true in a year. So it's not the fact that I wrote it down, it's the fact that I got clear on what I wanted and I focused my attention on it. That's why I manifested what I wanted. Okay, so living in the wish fulfilled, it's done. You don't need to necessarily, you're going to affirm it anytime you think of your desire. If you're manifesting a new car, here's what you're not going to do. If you are living in the wish fulfilled, you have it. You're not saying, oh my God, how's it going to happen? I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's ever going to happen. I just don't know if I even have the money. And what about this? And what about that? Now you're overthinking all of that, the fears and the worries and doubts. So instead, living in the wish fulfilled is you saying, you imagine it, right? I imagine you already have that car. When I say imagine, it means whether you affirm it or you create an imaginal scene, like you have that new car. So what do you want? Let's say like a new Tesla or something. What does a Tesla look like? Imagine you're getting into a Tesla. Imagine the steering wheel with the T that's on the steering wheel. You could look online and Pinterest or wherever and find pictures of that, what you want, and just imprint that on your mind, that you're there, that it's yours already. That's the wish fulfilled. Now what do? You don't have to do anything. It's yours. So you move on with your day, you go live your life, you live in the present moment. You know that the 3D reality is just live your life. You live in the present moment. You know that the 3D reality is just your past thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions about what you thought previous. So it's not a big deal that it's not here right now. You already basically ordered that desire, right? You put in your order for that desire. It's done. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. It will come. It will come. So you just enjoy life. It will manifest. Maddie, how do you not get discouraged in the 3D when manifesting physical changes? Well, here's the thing. You can't affirm a physical change and then look in the mirror and say, wait, it didn't change. Because now look, that's affirming that reality. Look, it didn't change. It doesn't change. It's not changing. Okay. So remember, just like a cat pawing at a mirror and playing with it or whatever, if you're doing anything, you can't change it from the outside. If we want to change, if I want to change my hair, I'm going to change it from here within me. You're changing from the inner world. We're not reaching to the mirror out here to change. You're not changing the mirror. Okay, you're changing your perception of who you are. Okay, so how do you not get discouraged? Well, you can right now decide you're already perfect, and that feels really good. You don't have to change or be different. And by the way, it doesn't mean you won't physically change. Remember, you want to have the idea daily, the affirmation or the acknowledgement. Affirm something like, I am the creator, or, I am the creator of my reality and everything responds to me. Meaning your body is also a physical manifestation, right? This is all part of the 3D. This physical body is part of the 3D. So everything is responding to you. So if you come from a place of love where you already feel good and whole and perfect, you're going to come from a place where it feels easier to see those changes. Easier to manifest response from your body. Okay, my body responds to me. Picture you're already that person. Okay, spend more time complimenting yourself. Compliment yourself on all the things you can compliment yourself on, because that's living in the end. That's the wish fulfilled. It's like if you manifested the body change, you would be like, oh baby, I'm so happy with who I am. I'm so happy with the way I look. That's how you feel, right? So get there now. Get there now. Don't point out what you don't like. Feel now that you've already made the change. Any tips for consistent communication and effort from someone? Well, remember, you want to talk about the world how you want it to be. So that person, you want consistent communication an effort. They're making an effort. They're always making an effort. They're like, you want, look, what's the concept of yourself? You have to see yourself as, wow, like, you are the person that they need to talk to all the time. They want to know what's up with you, what's your update, tell me all about what's going on today, tell me what happened here, there, at work, with your friend, tell me all the good stuff, tell me. They want to hear from you, okay? So see yourself as that person. You are that person, just be that person. And now, with relationship to that specific person, imagine they see you that way as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 said, I had a birthday, I didn't hear from him, and I keep shifting sets back and forth. You're going back and forth. Mental discipline, okay? Mental discipline. Guess what? You're creating your reality. So, by the way, so what you didn't hear right on your birthday? If you could, because if you're like, I didn't hear from them, do you feel like how you might, like, just feel your body when, how do you feel? How does your body feel? How does your breathing feel when you say that to yourself? Like, I didn't hear from them, okay? So maybe you feel like tightened up and you feel like it's not getting what, that's a feeling of like not getting what you want. What you do instead, first of all, if they called you or texted you right now or tonight or tomorrow saying, oh my God, totally missed your birthday, happy birthday. Hello, it's not over. Why are you making it over? Stop going back and forth. They could text you tonight. They could text you right now. Okay, so nothing's final unless you say it's final. Don't decide it's final. Tell yourself you're going to give yourself everything you want. And this is an exercise on focusing on the reality that you prefer. And once you start getting in that momentum in that direction of, it's so easy. Once you start shifting, you're like, oh, you're always just thinking about what you want, not what you don't want, because you keep getting what you want. And it feels really good, and you really like that, and you see you're the creator, and you know that you're invincible. You're truly invincible, okay, because you're eternal. Stop going back and forth and just decide, hey, what if, like, I like that idea, right? What if you get a message today? What if they're thinking about you right now, wondering, wait a minute, was your birthday? What if they look at their calendar and go, oh my God, your birthday was, and I missed it. Need to text you right now, okay? Those are all assumptions that would be supportive of the reality you want. So you think about those things. Why wouldn't you? Stop giving importance to the 3D reality, which, okay, I get it. For a whole lifetime, we've all been giving importance to the 3D reality, thinking it's the cause, and then we are the effect. But you also need to get in your mind that you're the cause and the world is the effect. Make sure you're manifesting deliberately every single day so you see that you're the operant power, so you see the power that you hold within, so you see that the whole world is responding to you. Okay, by the way, happy birthday. So you're getting a happy birthday here. Start imagining you're getting that happy birthday from him. So think how you want it to look like, right? I don't have to take any action. That's what you say. I don't have to take any action. Things come to me. It's like I'm a magnet for all my desires. Everything just comes to me. And do you have to put action behind manifestation? Not at all. Okay. Or can you just ask and know and visualize? Yes, you can ask and know and visualize. So I personally, I knew when I heard a lot, like kind of when I was discovering this, like, oh, action. There will be some action sometimes because we move through life. We don't just sit, whatever, in yoga position going, you could create that reality, but I mean, we're interacting with people and we're enjoying life and we're having experiences. So you will be guided to have experiences, but I will tell you, I affirm a reality where I get phone calls when I want. Do I have to do anything? No, I already affirm that. When I have a desire, my desire, my needs are met. My needs are always fulfilled. Okay, so create that like big general belief about how your reality works. Everything comes to you. Okay, I'll have a thought about something. I think, oh, I want to go on vacation. What about this? Boom, got a phone call. I didn't have to call that person to ask whatever to work it all out. They came to me. It worked out for me. Okay, so for me, is it on every area of my life? It's working. It's getting there, right? I have it really solid on several areas of my life. Now all you have to do is focus on it. Like once you start seeing it more solid, just start to see it in every area of your life more and more present. So do I just believe my SP isn't bipolar? Exactly. The reality already showed there was evidence for whatever reason for this to show up. Do we know how? You could probably figure that out. Is it from types of movies you watched, different lifestyle experiences growing up? First of all, you want to start focusing on your specific person is totally like, what would be the opposite, right? Like they're so solid. They're not up and down. They're just solid and they're consistent and they've gotten better. Okay, so you can affirm that reality. And I think there's power in the book Zero Limits by Dr. Joe Vitale. He wrote that book based on Dr. Hugh Lin, who said the Ho'oponopono prayer and there was a whole Hawaii State Hospital filled with patients, psychiatric patients. That hospital was closed. Read that story. It's not, this isn't funny. I mean, you're saying like that's funny, but like you're probably thinking, could I even do that? But the truth is you can. So look into Dr. Hugh Lin. Patients who were the worst people, what we perceive as the worst people on the planet, he saw them in their best light. That state hospital was closed because of him. Okay, or that department was closed because of him. And all those people went back out into the world and led a productive life. Okay, so you have to, like Jesus, you don't look at the illness, you look at the wellness. Okay, no matter what. Go, if you want more evidence, go to Dr. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking out? Dr. Joe Dispenza, because he has evidence, research evidence with statistics all about that. Okay, so yes, you can change that. And by the way, they are only experiencing being bipolar because you are aligning with that version. It doesn't mean you are. It means that you think they are. If you're new here, do you think self-concept is the key to manifest? Well, okay, look at it this way. In your perspective in your reality, it's your perspective, your consciousness, your awareness, right? So it's your awareness, like we can't see your awareness. Your awareness is your imagination. And then from your imagination, by the way, imagination is the same thing as like consciousness, imagination, mind, right? From that, wherever that is, let's say this is that, the imagination. The manifestation in your world is your physical body and everything that you see and hear and feel and taste and touch and all that stuff, right? That's everything. It's coming from you. So self-concept is what you think about yourself. Everything's coming from you. So yes, focus on how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself. There is no one to change but you. When you perceive yourself as the god or goddess of your world will reflect that, okay? I don't mean like in identified as the ego God, but as the God who just feels important and valuable, worthy, that you deserve everything in life. Like that version of you. Be that version of you, and you could be that right now. You don't even need to go through healing. You could just decide you're healed. We don't see the reason we have to think they're healing is because we're focusing on the past and we're remembering the past. If we spend more time in the present moment, if you do several things, you do a couple things that'll be really simple, like focus on gratitude, right? When you're grateful, focus on the best version of you, which is you loving yourself, being loved, total love, forgiveness, right? Everyone's yourself pushed out. They're only you. So never complain, because we'll just create a reality of complaints. So those simple things changing, you will see your world change. If you do that for like 30 days, right? It's not like it's 30 days is the key, but it's just give yourself a goal to do it for at least that time, just to see how your world changes. You can manifest, so by the way, when we talk about self-concept, what is that, right? What is it exactly, self-concept? Well, the highest portion or whatever, the highest perspective of your self-concept is seeing yourself as the creator. You're the creator. That's your self-concept. You're unlimited. You're the creator. You're infinite. That's part of your self-concept. Then there's a self-concept of our identity of the human experience, right? So what is your higher self only sees you in the highest regard as loved, as all the good loving things that we want. So you see yourself that way too. So my husband's sister blocked me because I told them their brother was looking ill. Ill? I reached out and I get blocked. Okay. Here's the thing. Just say it like you want it to be. Okay, even if you get blocked, if you keep thinking, oh my God, I got blocked. Now you're telling a best friend about the story, or you go to work and you're like, guess what happened to me? I was blocked. Now you're telling the story over and over. These are just kind of things that people do. I mean, this was my reality and everyone's myself pushed out. So I know that these are things that happen in reality, right? That we talk about the things we don't like and we don't want. Simple shift. Just start talking about the things you do want. You know, even if you said, I got blocked, but here's what I want. I really want, and then you spend all your time talking about, I want us to be talking about our each other. Okay, so you're saying 3 months later he got diagnosed with leukemia. Okay, so guess what? Nothing's final. You can affirm a reality. So you know what's a really powerful, if you want to work on your mindset with health, go to Brian Scott. He has a YouTube channel, Brian Scott, and his YouTube channel is called Reality Revolution. Reality Revolution. In his playlist, he has a playlist called, I don't know, something about healing or health or something like that. He's got a lot of playlists. You're going to look for the playlist about healing. Okay, healing or health, something like that, healing. And Evelyn Monahan, the books that she has on healing are really powerful. Anything with Dr. Joseph Murphy, he has great healing. So you want to picture who this person is, that they are getting better, okay? Don't take it, just in your mind, you're going to picture that. It's going to be powerful, and it does work. And going to those places, those resources will help you see that there's evidence all over the world, evidence showing you that you have the power to heal. You have the power to make things better, okay? So you can do that. So talk about how you want it to be. This person is getting, I can't remember who the person was, and I'm not going to scroll up, but like that, this person or brother, sister, whoever it was, they're getting better. I intend they're getting better. I intend they find the right help. Remember, everything's like a placebo. Read Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, The Placebo Effect. That's a powerful book too. So the placebo effect, everything is like a placebo. Everything is a placebo, actually. It's a placebo. It's only what we believe it to be. So a placebo, believe that the medicine works if that's kind of, if you already have a little, if you're not at that place of believing, right? But just believe that everything is working to make this a better diagnosis. So those resources are going to help you. Okay, July 5th. What does it mean if I see people who has my SP job everywhere? Well, it means what you assign meaning to it. Okay, what do you think it means? Okay, because it's actually your reality. So whatever you think it means, that is what it will mean. So if you see your specific person's job and go, oh, that means, you could just say, that means we're meant to be together. I'm seeing this because they're supposed to be in my life. Don't realize it, you're understanding it now better. You're understanding it more. This is law of assumption. I'm talking about the law. The law is the law of assumption. So what you assume, what you're assuming becomes your reality. Okay, so it's a little bit deeper with the assumption, because you might say, well, I assume this, it didn't happen. Well, we have deep beliefs about how reality works. It's the sum total of your thoughts, beliefs, feelings, experiences in your life, things that you watch and that you see, all of that, okay? Here, kitty, kitty, hello, so true. I affirmed that, and he told me he didn't understand why he was dreaming of you. Look, I was talking earlier about manifesting someone dreaming, right? Dreaming about you. So this is how, it's not that you need someone to dream about you. Well, you want that experience maybe, right? That's kind of fun if it's a specific person you're manifesting, but that's showing you that you're the creator, that you're the operant power, that everyone is yourself pushed out. Okay, so how fun is that? I don't understand why I dreamed about you. And you're sitting there going, yeah, I don't understand that either. But you affirm that, or you imagine that. What if they're dreaming about me? I manifested him to unblock me after 6 months. Congratulations. Okay. And noticed, and whatever that says, I messaged him, he blocked me right away. Okay. Well, here, guess what? You could change it. First of all, I was cheering because you did it once, you could do it again. You manifested him to unblock you, okay, after 6 months. And then whatever happened, because I can't use something typoed, but you messaged him and he blocked you right away. Don't worry about that. Go back to the place where you're like, you're in constant communication. You're hearing from him all the time. Of course you are, because you're the goddess of your reality, or the god of your reality, whatever you're identifying with. What my SP thinking when I manifest. Okay, what are they thinking? Guess what? They're thinking what you think they're thinking. What do you think they're thinking? So, oh, by the way, in my private group, I'm going live like five days a week there. I go live in Zoom talking about different topics, right? All those videos are saved. So thought transmission, what is your specific person thinking? What's happening when you're manifesting them? Well, they're thinking what you think they're thinking, okay? So all you have to do is say to yourself, oh, they think I'm the greatest. They want to be with me. That's what that's what you want to think. You think, you decide what they think. You're the God's gift to this earth. That's what you can have them think. They think you're just the most kind, loving person. They think you're easy to talk to. They think you're just have a beautiful soul. They feel connected to you. That's what they think. Remember, you don't want to look at what you currently see in the reality if that's something you don't want. It's malleable and flexible. You can bend reality to your will. Really, that's what you're doing anyway. You're already doing that. You just, if you don't know you're doing it, you think people outside of you have the power, but you have all the power. Oh, Banjo, losing weight is your wish. Okay, so yeah, losing weight. Just picture yourself. So imagine, so don't get frustrated. Don't start looking in the mirror and say, oh, it didn't happen. I'm still the same. It's still the same. No, you just say, oh, baby, you look in the mirror and you look at yourself and go, oh, baby, I love you. You're looking so good, looking so hot. I love how you move. You talk to your cells. Your cells are responding to you. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he would look at his muscles and talk to them, and he would tell his muscles to grow. He would picture and imagine exactly how he wanted to look, right, for the competitions that he did with bodybuilding. You do the same. By the way, Dr. Joe Dispenza also had he did a study, and he took two groups, a controlled group, or, you know, like he had two controlled groups. He told one group, they were all cleaning people, right? House cleaners, cleaning people. He told one group, wait a minute, you're doing all this work. You should be losing weight with everything you do. You're going up and down the stairs. You're doing this, you're doing that. You should be losing weight. The other group, they told nothing. And guess what? The group he told you should be losing weight, they did nothing differently. They all lost weight, only because they were told they should be, okay? So it's all in our mind. You have to talk to yourselves, tell yourselves, I love you. I love how you move how I want, right? Love where you're at already, because if you don't like it, you're gonna match a reality where it's showing you, yep, still don't like your body. So love it, love your body. Say, I love this, I love the way I look. You're not creating and keeping what you have, but your body will respond to you, okay? Because you're gonna love where you're at, and you're gonna love the journey of moving and your body adjusting and moving and the weight just falling off. There's other techniques you can do visually, like you could put a little piece of paper over the, you know, when you stand on the scale, and you could put a piece of paper of the actual weight you want. You could do that and imagine, oh, I already did it. I lost the weight, okay? You could have imaginal conversations with friends. Oh my God, I'm so excited that I'm fitting into this size and it feels so good and I love how I feel. So you create that now, okay? And here's the thing. Give yourself a break. If you feel frustrated, that's okay. Just say, that's okay, I feel frustrated. I'm figuring this out. Don't get worried about it. You tell yourself you're okay. You're on the right path. You're figuring it out. So MG, what if I have a deep knowing it's going to happen, not that it is happening? Oh, you have a deep knowing that it's going to happen, but not that it is happening. That's okay too, because you're defining your reality. So look, we are practicing feeling like it's already done, it's in the present moment, but we also are manifesting what's natural and normal. It's natural and normal to see, okay, you're looking kind of from two perspectives. The perspective of your higher self that knows all of creation exists, it's all here right now. All the unseen reality exists, your desires all exist. But then you also see a perspective from your, you know, lower, your ego self, right, your personality self, that sees linear time. And linear time, how you've been living life our whole life, and we still use that even though we know that all creation exists, we're still living in a perceived linear time. Perceived linear time is like, I know that's going to happen. We can know we'll go to school, get a degree, and get a job. We can know we'll go to school, we're going to graduate. So we already know, we already have assumptions that are kind of like a normal, natural to go through a progression. It's going to happen. You just know it's going to happen. I had a lot of things. I just knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to get the place where I moved into. I knew I was going to go to this place where my kids went to that school. I knew I was going to get the dog. I knew all of that. I didn't necessarily say I have it when I was manifesting at that time, right? Okay, but it's also knowing that this reality, it's all yours. You get to have it. Okay, so it's okay to say that. You have a deep knowing it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It has no choice but to be realized in your world. Okay, you got clear on what you wanted. Yeah, okay, here, this is a big key with when you are a deliberate creator, right? Deliberate creation, manifestation. I'm talking about manifestation. It's the same thing as deliberate create. We're deliberately creating our reality. We're deliberately choosing. So before we woke up, we probably just living through life thinking, maybe I want that, maybe I want this, maybe we're not totally clear. The key, a big key of getting your desires is getting clear, right? If you know what you want, now you're clear on it. Okay, so with us, let's say with a specific person, we might not have known we wanted, like even though we wanted to be treated with respect, maybe we didn't know the type of respect we wanted. Maybe we didn't know we wanted, if you didn't know you wanted a relationship, and now you just kind of have a friends with benefits, but that helps you get clear, because you say, wait, I don't want that anymore. I want a relationship. So you affirm that reality of being in a relationship. Okay, so basically I'm talking about getting clear on your desire. The more you start to get clear, it's okay if you manifest something you don't like, because guess what? That's actually really, really, really valuable. You manifest something you don't like, now you're like, boop, don't want that anymore. I don't want that experience. I don't like that. Now you're not going to focus on that. You're going to focus on the good things that you do want. You're going to get more clear in your mind what you do want. Yeah, I am ready for marriage, or I am, I am whatever the job. Maybe it has something to do with your career or your passions in life. How can I manifest losing weight? Yeah, and I just talked about losing weight. Were you here? I hope. I just talked about that. So you picture and imagine that you're already, like, let's say you have an outfit, what size or how does it feel? Just focus, maybe not necessarily on the size exactly. You could do that at some point, but imagine you're just putting on the outfit you want to put on, and how does it feel to feel in that body? Just feel that body now. Feel like you have that body now. Okay. Now, what's your mental diet? Mental diet is like the talk, what you're saying to yourself, inner conversations, everything that you say to yourself, right? We're doing that all the time. You're having 60,000 thoughts or more a day. And a lot of those are just random things from the world. So get clear on your thoughts. Tell yourself, I have great metabolism. Because, by the way, the whole world, if you watch TV, I don't, but if you watch commercials and this and that, and the world will tell you, it'll tell you on magazines, and doctors will tell you, as you get older, your metabolism goes down and all this. Guess what? That's not true. It's only true if you believe it's true. So start to change your beliefs and create your own reality. Hey, because it's true that there are people in reality that have great metabolism their whole life. Okay, so create that. I have great metabolism. My metabolism keeps getting better and better. Okay, so look at what your beliefs are around it. Look at your mental diet, which means your thoughts. Are your thoughts aligned? I'm stuck in problems with husband. Okay, Banjo, so back to you. Yeah, instead of focusing on the problem you have with your husband, start focusing on the solution. Okay, if the problem is we're always fighting, we can't get along. I don't know what the problem is. We're fighting, we can't communicate. Now that's creating a reality where it's like we can't communicate and we're not communicating. So instead you shift your focus to the solution. The solution is be solution oriented, right? You're solution oriented in your mind. That would be thinking about, hey, I intend that we're able to talk with each other and listen. I want to feel heard. I intend to feel heard. I intend to feel seen. We are better at communicating. Even if you fought, you could create, remember, you're creating everything. So create that. The fight means you're going to learn how to be a better communicator. Sometimes it's ourselves, right? Look into yourself. Are you a good communicator? I mean, I don't know what your problem is, but this, as an example, you could look within because it's all coming from you. So is it how you're, how you perceive yourself and who you are? Is it the dynamic of the relationship? Just look at it how you want it to be. So that would be, we're getting better at communicating. We're listening to each other. I intend that we spend more time with each other, whatever you want that to be. Imprint your wish on your mind. Exactly. By the way, if I'm answering someone else's questions, it applies to you. It applies even if you're manifesting a new job. This applies to you. It's the same thing. You just insert job instead of specific person. It's the same thing. Yeah, in the same moment. Yeah, in the same moment, they are thinking what you're thinking. Okay, but here's the thing. If you're going back and forth, do they like me? They don't like me? I don't know. Am I still their type? Do they like someone else? Oh, who were they with? If you're starting to question what they're doing, in making their world such a big priority in your reality, you're putting like importance outside of you. So you have to shift the focus and attention to yourself and bring the feel yourself being important, okay? Because your world will reflect that. Yeah. And Manifest Beyond said from your experience, it's instant. It is instant. We're manifesting instantly. We just may not see an instant physical manifestation, but it is instant. It kind of depends. It's dependent upon what are the beliefs that you're already holding and what you already see as kind of like the normal experience for it to be a physical manifestation. I've been trying to manifest my SP for months of believing that he'd contact me and still nothing. Okay, so here's the thing. The moment you say still nothing, that means that you're looking to the outer world and you think that something outside of you is happening, but it's all happening in your imagination. Okay, so I want you to see more that it's your reality, it's your world. That stop looking at the illusion of separateness, because they're not separate from you. And the only reason you're not seeing something is because it sounds like you're either looking for it or you're feeling separate from it. It's already yours. Okay, so questions that you can ask yourself, actually in my free Facebook group, if you want to join that, today I posted something about with the idea of love, an exercise that you can do to figure out your own block. Because I don't think I have time to do that right now. I'm going to answer maybe one more question. But if you want, join my free Facebook group. You go to the link in my bio. That group is free. The thing that I posted today was how to find your block. And I actually talked about doing it with your specific person, but you could do that with money, you could do that with career or anything, okay? It's you finding your block. So you have to ask yourself some questions and figure out what worries, doubts, fears that you have that you're continuing to say to yourself, because sometimes you don't even see you're not paying attention and aware of all of what you believe about that topic, your beliefs about that topic. You want a friendly world. Okay, you can manifest a friendly world. I have manifested a world. Just start seeing that it's a friendly world. Start affirming, this is a friendly world. There are a lot of good people. You're always supported. Things that I would say to myself, I see my world change. I know it, right? So you test it for yourself, because you're not just going to believe me. You got to test it yourself. That's how you prove it to yourself, by testing it yourself. Prove to yourself by saying, people are really nice. I'm always supported wherever I go. There are really generous and kind people. So however you want that to look, it's a really harmonious world. How can I find me on Facebook? Okay, Josie, it's a private group. Okay, so it's a private group, and no one's gonna, whatever you share there, it stays private to that group. Okay, Kat was asking about Facebook also. Yeah, so look in my bio, you'll click that link, right? Just like anybody has a link in their bio. The link will take you there. So go do if you feel like you have a block or a manifestation that you don't see right now, right? I mean, the thing is, we may not see our manifestations. It's already being orchestrated. But if you're overly worried and concerned, and you feel anxious or something, or worried, go there, because it's going to help you find your worry, your block, your fears, your beliefs. You help yourself find your own beliefs. And you can ask me a question there, and I'll help you. Okay. And if I don't respond right away, there are like hundreds of people in that group. I don't know. I have almost 700 people in that group. So someone will help you. Someone will help you. Okay, because those are all people who understand. They understand that they're the creator of their reality. Okay, Danny. So I've been manifesting SP from Friends with Benefits to commit. He said, "I love you," for the first time on Thursday. Congratulations. That's amazing. So you guys, look, here's a perfect evidence and story to help you. First of all, every time we hear a success story, that's powerful, because that helps you know that. You know what that means? It means it works. If it works for that person, it works for you too. Okay, so if it worked for Danny, it works for you. Okay, so you've done this, so no matter what happens, you could always come back to the place of always hearing "I love you," building a stronger relationship. When you manifest your specific person in your life, you want to stay on a solid ground, right? So start picturing, what does a relationship look like? Okay, you're creating a relationship, I'm assuming. So if you're creating a relationship, you want to think, what is a solid relationship? You ask yourself those questions, you're going to create that. Solid relationship would look like unconditional love, and we're compatible. It's easy to talk to. We're faithful and loyal, and a kind person and compassionate person. You can create that they're a romantic person. You could create they're adventurous person, whatever you want it to be. Okay, because if they're not adventurous and you want them to be, by the way, you can align to a reality with the adventurous person. All right. You just sent me a request on Facebook. Okay, I'll try to take a look before my next class. Okay, you're definitely blocked. But also, we don't want to create blocks, because you could also affirm, you know what? I got this. It's already done. I'm not blocked. There is no block. Okay. There's infinite ways to look at this, because we are going through a process. Life is a process. Life is an experience. And for some people, it may be easier just to decide you're no longer blocked. And for others, they want to go through that process of just changing beliefs, looking at their belief system and replacing that. Yeah, can you still manifest your SP even though they said that they're not looking for anyone at the moment? Yeah, they're only not looking for anyone at the moment because you think that. Okay, it's because of a belief that you hold. So remember, if we see someone, we're making a judgment about them. And if you see someone and you, let's say you're like, oh, I like that person. Now they tell you they're not looking for a relationship at the moment. So it has everything to do with you and your perception about yourself and your perception. So maybe you haven't thought of yourself as someone in a relationship, or maybe in the past you've had friends with benefits a lot, or maybe you're not feeling sure or secure. Okay, so you create that self-image, that self-concept that you are, and then you want to look at that person and create, they are ready for a relationship. Because you might have made a judgment about them. They look like they're kind of like the kind of person that just likes to have flings. Okay? You could judge someone based on what they're wearing or whatever way they look. But we are making these judgments. So this is something you want to become aware of. This is you being aware of your beliefs and your judgments and your assumptions about who you are and who other people are. So yes, you can manifest them. Okay, so what you do is start affirming, oh yeah, they're ready for a relationship. Now you start picturing not just a relationship with someone else. You want it to be with you. Start imagining, what would they say to you if you were in a relationship? They'd say, oh, you're the best thing in my life. So imagine that that's what they're saying to you. I am ready for a relationship. Or you could even say, I didn't want a relationship, but once I met you, I knew I wanted a relationship with you. Okay, there's already evidence in the world where these kind of things happen. Can you manifest an old SP that you haven't seen in years and lives in a different state? Absolutely. It doesn't matter. You're only perceiving that as some sort of circumstance, but it's not a circumstance. So drop that idea that it is a problem. It's not a problem. It's only a problem if you perceive it as a problem. All right, do you understand that? It doesn't matter if you haven't seen them in years. I started imagining someone that I hadn't seen in like 20 years. But he used to be on a soap opera. I went to high school with him, and we had dated, and he had been on some soap operas and stuff. And then I just was like, I knew he'd moved back to my city, so I just started imagining that I'd run into him. Okay, so hadn't seen him in years. Okay, fine. I knew he was in my state, whatever. How did I know where I'd see him? You know what I mean? So I just imagine. You just imagine. You don't. This is why we say go to the end, because don't let your logical, realistic brain start figuring out, how's this going to work? They live there, I live here, this and that, and they don't know me. Okay, you're not going to get anywhere from there. You go to the end and you say, you picture being together. Imagine laughing. Imagine how much they love and adore you, and they think you're like the best thing in the world. Yeah, you hope you catch me again. You really want to talk more. Okay, Mandy. I usually try to go live. I'm Central. I'm usually live earlier, but today I think I had different appointments that just kind of brought me on later. I know, I want to try to go live more. I go live in my VIP group 5 days a week, so that's taken a lot of my time. Then whatever, I've got little kids at home. Not at home, at school, but like, you know, I do a lot of stuff. I go to the park and hang out with the kids and play and do all that stuff. So it's in my mind to go live more. You've been manifesting a celebrity SP, and today met someone who knows someone SP knows. Good. Yes, it's good. White Tea. I can't read the whole thing, but White Tea said, manifesting a celeb SP. Now you met someone who knows someone SP knows, right? That's look at that bridge of incidents. That's the bridge of incidents. You are on the path for your desire. It's already done. You're already moving in that reality. Okay, just stay firm in believing that. Okay, and not believe. You don't have to believe it. I shouldn't say believe. Stay firm, just knowing it. You just know it. You just know it. You know it into being your reality. You know it into being your reality because you're the creator. Okay. All right, good. Congratulations. I do have to go, guys. If you need additional help, join my free Facebook group. You could get a lot of help there. I have my VIP group. I have one-on-one coaching available if you want to find, you want that one-on-one experience of figuring out your block and really talking through your situation. Not the situation, but like getting that manifestation and feeling it and seeing it now. I did create, if you're looking for a scripting journal, I did create one that I have the link is in my bio also. So, people say I have a gut feeling and it comes true. Is this the same thing? Well, gut feelings are based on what we already believe in the world. Okay, so gut feelings do come true because that's what it's just showing you your belief. If you have a gut feeling, I shouldn't go out in the middle of the night because it's dangerous, then don't go out in the middle of the night in the city because it will be dangerous because that's your gut feeling. But that's reality, by the way, only exists because you believe it. So you could change that gut feeling to it is a safe world. You have to create that new gut feeling. Okay. Okay, I was still upset from him. We didn't talk anymore. I'm like, I say goodbye and then I'm still here. All right, I was still upset from him. We didn't talk anymore. Okay, wait. Hello. Is there more to your question? I was still upset. Okay, well, first of all, I mean, I don't know if you have more to your question, but don't be upset. Affirm the reality you want. Okay, if you're upset because you don't talk anymore, you're staying in the old version of you who you don't talk anymore. You're identifying with the person who doesn't feel like they're in your life and you're feeling upset. You shift. I know it's like we want to hold on to those emotions and those feelings. You got to shift out of that and you move to the version of you who knows you're the creator. Don't be upset. Start creating. You being a creator is you saying, I'm the creator. So tell yourself, I'm the creator. I create my reality. There's no need to be upset. You could create what you want right now. We are talking. He loves me. He's in love with me. He thinks I'm the best thing on this earth. He can't wait to. So remember, this is your self-concept. You got to see yourself that way. Start visualizing and picturing yourself as that person. You got to completely let the past dissolve away and die to the past, right? Neville Goddard talks about that all the time. You have to die to the past and you rise and resurrect the reality you want. Abraham Hicks talks about that all the time, right? We're so attached to the past. Don't focus on the past. Don't even let that be. The past does not make what the future is. The present moment does. I don't care what happened in what we perceive as the past. Present moment creates what you're experiencing. In the present moment, talk about what you want it to be. So there you go. Okay, so do that today because you can manifest this tonight. But don't go back and forth. Get a disciplined mind and stay right there. We're talking. It's done. Can you move on with your day and go have fun? Go make something new for dinner that you're like, oh, this is cool. Bring things into your life that you're enjoying and just feel like it's done. There's nothing more for you to do because that's truly, you don't need to do anything. It will manifest. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. You're so powerful. And I just want to remind you of your power because you can create anything. Have a great afternoon. Bye.